I wanted to take a closer look at this indie title because it hones in on the best gameplay features that makes the physics-based roguelike genre so entertaining. One of the most fascinating things about it is that the game has only a single developer doing it all. A passion project spanning years in which he taught himself all aspects of game design. And based on his game's success, he shows a remarkable understanding of the gameplay required to pull it off. It consists of 3 main features that are critical to replayability. So ready your weapon as we enter the arena of... It starts us out by assuming the role of an established gladiator. It's cinematically inspired with the letterbox fade, the roaring crowd, and a countdown to build anticipation. This is the hook to the most riveting part of the gameplay that we'll be revisiting time and time again. So its execution must be powerful, and that it is. The brief training we've had in the beginning is nothing in comparison to the fierce competition that is the gladiatorial arena. This is the first and primary aspect of the game. Its combat feels a little weird at first, potentially sluggish, but I'm practiced with the game type, so easy peasy. No. Wait. Once you get an idea of the flow and the weight, where your weapon hits, and even the strategy of countering weapon styles, it becomes gratifying, more so with each new victory. Our rewards are tied to our performance in the arena, so whether the crowd chastises your cowardice or cheers at the swing of your sword, we find more in common with the audience than we thought, that we are both in wanting of more carnage. In between the games, we get the second aspect of the formula, the management. It's detailed and varied. How cunning you are in the world of business can determine the success of your fighter, and there's many useful things to do here. It's all intuitive and creative. Each option and bonus available to purchase maintain a usefulness, and are legitimately worthy of consideration, especially during the early days of your gladiator, in which he is the most poor and vulnerable. To name a few, we can select promotion perks, purchase equipment, engage in diplomacy with hosts through bribes, expand our storage or store options, and the list goes on. Most of it incrementally reduces your inherent disadvantages as the arena difficulty increases, maintaining a tight balance. And if we do see ourselves getting overconfident, we can test our mettle with more aggressive fight selection. But we all know what comes with high risk. Sometimes you might find that the risk is worth it, as there's a lot to do with gold and fame. And different aspirant types, success in the arena, and host relations influence how much is awarded for each victory. This, in turn, influences the types of fights you make or how careful you are with your currency management. And if exchanging it doesn't suit our needs, we can invest into future projects, which leads us to the third and final aspect of the game. It comes only after the end condition, which is death in the arena or glory through victory. New Game Plus allows us to thematically continue our climb to the top with a fresh aspirant. This is important from feeling like we're starting completely over, as we'd likely be tired of the grind if we've died a few times already, starting again and again and again. Now with new resources at our disposal, perhaps risky equipment, builds, or playstyles previously unviable are viable now. Here we can see how useful our investments are from prior runs. We've invested via 2 features, by transferring money at a loss, or by leaving a single piece of equipment as an heirloom to the next in line. Wait, what? This inheritance, coupled with the bonus of prior completions and your growing skills as a player, give aspirants an improved fighting chance. My experience with arena-style games in the past revealed to me that there needs to be some form of incremental relief for future playthroughs. This is that mechanic. Something that prevents previous efforts from feeling like a waste, because it's crucial to the replayability, and to some extent, base enjoyment of the game. I know all too well the heart-wrenching gut twister of losing an entire day's worth of progress in any game or effort, especially to the slightest mistakes. It's even worse when it's bugs or crashing. Regardless of circumstance, it's demotivating unless you've signed up for it. So having some sort of lasting progression to reward our prior efforts, even if small, is always a welcome addition, in my opinion. So there you have it. The formula seems simple, but many games struggle to execute it as well. It's 3 parts: the arena, where the combat must be exciting, the management that allows strategy of arms and business, and New Game Plus, where permadeath doesn't break us completely and victories reward us with slight advantages. They all come together forming an addicting and thrilling experience, full of death and danger. As a huge UFC fan, it made me feel like Dana White, by managing my own fighter and selecting his training camps and equipment, and thoughtfully training and making fights to grow his skill set, to eventually having a champion worthy of fame and history, in which to usher in the next era of fighters. Currently, We Who Are About to Die is in early access, so I'm excited to see what comes next. I'm confident it'll shape up into something great, and I've already had loads of fun with it. So if this is your genre, you should definitely check it out, because I can guarantee you'll be entertained.